VIVA questions and answers for physics lab exam. Read the question, read the answer. Wherever necessary, I'll try to explain a little bit. All these questions are easy questions. I just made an attempt to make a list of questions and answers. Now, this is a very powerful method of learning. Read the question, read the answer, keep a paper next to you, pen, write once, write the answer once. When you are reading the answer, write the answer once, write the answer twice. You are confident means stop it there. ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಪೇಪರ್ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡು ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಓದಿದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಓದ್ಕೊಂಡು ಒಂದ್ಸಲ ಬರಿಬೇಕು. ಗೊತ್ತಾಗ್ಲಿಲ್ವಾ, ಕಾನ್ಫಿಡೆನ್ಸ್ ಇಲ್ವಾ, ಎರಡನೇ ಸಲ ಬರಿಬೇಕು. ಒಂದು ಸಲ ಈ ಥರ ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟೀಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ, ನಿಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಪವರ್ಫುಲ್ ಅಂತ, ಎಷ್ಟು ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ತಲೆನಲ್ಲಿ ಉಳ್ಕೊಳ್ಳುತ್ತೆ ಆನ್ಸರ್ಗಳು ಅಂತ. ಶುರು ಮಾಡೋಣ. ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ರಿಫ್ಲೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಲೈಟ್? ಹೈಸ್ಕೂಲಲ್ಲಿ ಓದಿದ್ದೀರಾ, ಆ ಮೀನಿಂಗ್ ಬರೋ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಸಾಕು. ಓಕೆ. Bouncing back of light into the same medium after striking the surface. Bouncing back into the same medium after striking the surface is called reflection. What is refraction of light? Refraction. ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆ ಕೇಳಿದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಉತ್ತರ ಹೇಳಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗಬೇಡಿ. ಒಂದು 2-3 ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಟೈಮ್ ತಗೊಳ್ಳಿ, ನಿಧಾನಕ್ಕೆ ಶುರು ಮಾಡಿ, ಕಾನ್ಫಿಡೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಶುರು ಮಾಡಿ. ಓಕೆ. It is the bending of light when it travels from one optical medium to another. Bending of light when it travels from one optical medium to another. And you know this is because of change in speed. State laws of refraction. There are two, right? Laws of reflection, laws of refraction. This is refraction. The incident ray, refracted ray and the normal drawn at the point of incidence lie on a plane. The ratio of sine of the angle of incidence to the sine of the angle of refraction is a constant for a pair of media. Sin I by sin R is a constant. State laws of reflection. The incident ray, reflected ray, reflection, reflected ray, and the normal drawn at the point of incidence lie on a plane. The angle of incidence is equal to the angle of reflection. Laws of reflection. What is a lens? A lens is an optical device bounded by one or two spherical surfaces. One or two. Plane or convex, plane, spherical surface. If it's a convex, two spherical surfaces. What is focal length of a lens? Focal length. Lens, optic center, principal axis. This is the focus. Distance between these two is the focus. Focal length is the distance between optic center and the focus. What is principal axis of a lens? Lens, optic center, focus. It is the imaginary line passing through optic center and the focus. What is optic center of a lens? This is optic center. Is that point inside a lens? When a ray of light passes through the optic center, the incident and emergent rays are parallel to each other. This is incident ray, this is emergent ray. This light is passing through the optic center. So these two are parallel. Now, if I consider this ray, it passes through this, and these two are parallel to each other. So it is that point inside a lens where incident ray and the refracted ray are parallel to each other when the light is passing through that point. Grammar correct ಆಗಿರಬೇಕು ಅಂತಲ್ಲ, ಆ ಮೀನಿಂಗ್ ಬರೋ ಥರ ನೀಟಾಗಿ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೈನ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಟೀಚರ್ಸ್ ಖುಷಿಯಾಗಿರ್ತಾರೆ, ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಯಾಕಂದರೆ ಫಿಸಿಕ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ ಇಂಗ್ಲೀಷ್ ಗ್ರಾಮರ್ ಅಲ್ಲ ಚೆಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರೋದು, ನಿಮಗೆ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆಯೋ ಇಲ್ವೋ ಅಂತ. ಓಕೆ, ಗುಡ್. What is principal axis of a spherical mirror? Concave or convex? It's an imaginary line passing through center of curvature and pole. It's a mirror alwa, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ mirror ಅಂದಾಗ concave mirror, this is pole and this is center of curvature. Of course focus illirutte. Principal axis, imaginary line passing through pole and the center of curvature. What is focal length of a plane mirror? Plane mirror focus ಮಾಡದೇ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಅಲ್ವಾ? Infinity. What is the radius of curvature of a plane surface? Plane surface ಅಂದ್ರೆ curvature ಇರಲ್ಲ, ಅಂದ್ರೆ straight. Radius of curvature is infinity. Among glass and water, which is optically denser medium? Glass, water. Refractive index ಯಾವುದಕ್ಕೆ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ? ಅದು denser medium. Optically denser, it is glass. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರೋದು ಗ್ಲಾಸ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ವಾಟರ್ ಅಂತ. ಕ್ಲಾಸಲ್ಲಿ ಗ್ಲಾಸ್ ಆಯಿಲ್ ವಾಟರ್ ಅಂತ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ ಅಥವಾ ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಕೇಳಿದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಅಳ್ತಾ ಕೂತ್ಕೋಬಾರ್ದು, ಅಯ್ಯೋ ನಂಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ, ಓದ್ಕೊಂಡಿಲ್ಲ. ಯಾವುದು ಡೆನ್ಸರ್ ನೋಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, ಯಾವುದು ರೇರರ್ ನೋಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಹೇಳಿ. What happens to frequency of light when it travels from rarer to denser? It is the frequency which remains constant, remains same. Equation ನೋಡಿ, V equal to F lambda, correct alva? When light travels from one medium to another, say rarer to denser, this is incident, refracted. ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಇಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಹೋದ್ರೆ ಸ್ಪೀಡ್ ಡಿಕ್ರೀಸಸ್ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ವೇವ್ ಲೆಂತ್ ಡಿಕ್ರೀಸಸ್. ಹೊರಗಡೆ ದೊಡ್ಡದಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ ವೇವ್, ಒಳಗಡೆ ಚಿಕ್ಕದಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ವೇವ್ ಲೆಂತ್ ಡಿಕ್ರೀಸಸ್, that's why speed decreases. So which quantity remains constant? Frequency remains constant. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ, V equal to F lambda. ಈಕ್ವೇಶನ್ ನೋಡಿಕೊಂಡು ಸರ್ ಫ್ರೀಕ್ವೆನ್ಸಿ ಇಸ್ ಪ್ರಪೋರ್ಷನಲ್ ಟು ವೆಲಾಸಿಟಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಬಾರ್ದು. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ these two are directly proportional and this quantity remains constant. ಇದು ಬೋರ್ಡ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ಗೂ ಬೇಕು. What happens to speed of light when it travels from rarer to denser medium? Speed decreases. Rarer to denser, speed decreases. Wavelength decreases. Frequency remains same. What happens to wavelength of light when it travels from rarer to denser? Wavelength decreases. What is the nature of image formed by a plane mirror? Plane mirror. ಇದು ಪ್ಲೇನ್ ಮಿರರ್ ಆದರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾರಾದರೂ ನಿಂತ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ರೆ ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ದೂರದಲ್ಲಿ ಇಮೇಜ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಒಳಗಡೆ ಇಮೇಜ್ ಇರೋ ರೀತಿ ಅನಿಸುತ್ತೆ. ಅಂದರೆ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ವರ್ಚುವಲ್. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾರಾದರೂ ನಿಂತಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಇಲ್ಲೂ ನಿಂತಿರೋ ರೀತಿನೇ ಕಾಣಿಸುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ವರ್ಚುವಲ್, ಎರೆಕ್ಟ್, ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಸೈಜ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಇಮೇಜ್ ಸೇಮ್ ಆಸ್ size of the object. Height of the image equal to height of the object. 3 ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ಸ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಯಾವುದು? ವರ್ಚುವಲ್, ಡಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಸೈಜ್. ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದಿ ನೇಚರ್ ಆಫ್ ಇಮೇಜ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ಡ್ ಬೈ ಎ ಕಾನ್ವೆಕ್ಸ್ ಮಿರರ್? ಕಾನ್ವೆಕ್ಸ್ ಮಿರರ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಹೀಗೆ, ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಆಲ್ವೇಸ್ ವರ್ಚುವಲ್. ಓಕೆ, what is the nature of image formed by concave mirror? Nature of image formed by concave. Concave ಅಲ್ಲಿ ರಿಯಲ್ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ, ವರ್ಚುವಲ್ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ, ಡಿಪೆಂಡಿಂಗ್ ಆನ್ ದಿ ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಡಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್. ಅದನ್ನು ಹೇಳಿ. ರಿಯಲ್ ಅಂಡ್ ವರ್ಚುವಲ್ ಬೋತ್ ಆರ್ ಪಾಸಿಬಲ್ ಡಿಪೆಂಡಿಂಗ್ ಆನ್ ಪೊಸಿಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್. What is the nature of image formed by concave lens? ಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಬಂದಾಗ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಆಲ್ವೇಸ್ ವರ್ಚುವಲ್. ಕಾನ್ಕೇವ್ ಲೆನ್ಸ್ಗೆ ವರ್ಚುವಲ್, ಕಾನ್ವೆಕ್ಸ್ ಮಿರರ್ಗೆ ವರ್ಚುವಲ್. ಕಾನ್ಕೇವ್ ಮಿರರ್ಗೆ ರಿಯಲ್ ಆರ್ ವರ್ಚುವಲ್. ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಯಾವುದು? ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಕಾನ್ವೆಕ್ಸ್ ಲೆನ್ಸ್ಗೆ ರಿಯಲ್ ಆರ್ ವರ್ಚುವಲ್ ಡಿಪೆಂಡಿಂಗ್ ಆನ್ ದಿ ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಡಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್. ಎರಡು ಒಂದೇ ಥರ. What is the nature of image formed by convex lens? Real or virtual, convex, depending on the position of the object. What is real image? Real image andre converging rays inda barta irodu and which can be caught on the screen. Screen mele sigutte namge. It's the image which can be caught on a screen. It is due to converging rays. Screen mele image sigutte. Real. What is virtual image? The one which cannot be caught on the screen. Real screen mele sigutte. Virtual screen mele sigalla. It is the image which cannot be caught on a screen. It is due to diverging rays. Diverging rays. The convex higidre, idu diverging rays adre ee kade converge agade illa. Appears to be formed here. This is the position of the image. So virtual image is because of diverging rays. In a concave mirror or convex lens, what is the image distance when object distance is infinity? Concave, convex, concave, convex. When object distance is infinity. ಈಗ ಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಈ ತರ ಇದೆ. ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಡಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ಫಿನಿಟಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ದೂರದಿಂದ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಪ್ಯಾರಲಲ್ ಬೀಮ್ ಆಫ್ ಲೈಟ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅವರು. ಪ್ಯಾರಲಲ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇಟ್ ಕನ್ವರ್ಜಸ್ ಥ್ರೂ ದಿ ಇದು ಮೆನ್ಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತಾರೆ. ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಡಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಇನ್ಫಿನಿಟಿ. ಸೊ ಇಮೇಜ್ ಡಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಫೋಕಲ್ ಲೆಂತ್. ಸ್ಮಾಲ್ ಎಫ್ ಫೋಕಲ್ ಲೆಂತ್. ದಿಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಸೆಲ್ಫ್ ಇಸ್ ದಿ ಇಮೇಜ್ ಡಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್. ಎರಡಕ್ಕೂ ಕಾನ್ಕೇವ್ ಮಿರರ್ಗೆ ಮತ್ತೆ convex lens. Yes, convex lens. Okay. In which medium speed of light is maximum? What is that value? In vacuum, speed of light is maximum 310 to the power of 8 meter per second. 3 lakh kilometer per second. What is the reason for bending of light due to refraction? Bending of light due to refraction is because of change in speed. Bending is due to change in the speed of light when it travels from one medium to another medium. ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಎಕ್ಸೆಪ್ಷನ್ ಇದೆ. ಯಾವ ಎಕ್ಸೆಪ್ಷನ್? ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ when light is along the normal, then also there is change in speed, but there is no bending. So here we say there is refraction, but there is no bending. That is one exception when I equal to 0. When I equal to 0, R is also equal to 0. Idanna normal incidence anta karitare. Correct alva? Normal incidence. Normal incidence andre 90 degree. 90 degree. Normal incidence alle angle of incidence ಎಷ್ಟು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಸಡನ್ ಆಗಿ 90 degree ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. 90 ಅಲ್ಲ. Angle of incidence is 0. Normal incidence surface ke 90 degree, but angle of incidence is 0. Okay. Pen, paper, read the question, read the answer, write once or twice. Let's start. Focal length of convex lens. So in this experiment, teachers can get more questions to ask. Okay. Let us try to cover most of the questions. What is a convex lens? A convex lens is a converging lens. It is bulged at the center and thin at the edges. Like this. Can a convex lens diverge light? Yes. When the refractive index of the lens is less than refractive index of the surrounding medium. Say, lens, this is denser, rarer, this is the incident light, refracted. So light converges. If this is the lens, rarer medium, and outside is denser. If a parallel beam of light falls on this, then light diverges. So this is true when outside is denser and the lens is rarer medium. So answer is yes. It's a beautiful question. What are real and virtual images? A real image is one which can be caught on a screen. It is due to converging rays. Virtual image is one which cannot be caught on the screen. So in movie theater, image is formed on the screen means that should be real image. Real. Plane mirror, we cannot get that image on a plane, on a screen. We can see the image, but we can't get it on a screen. So that's why that is a virtual. What is focal length of a lens? Focal length. Focal length is the distance between focus and the optic center. Focus and the optic center. What is the nature of image when object is within focal length? Within the focal length. So here is the object means. Here is the object means object within the focal length. Then image is virtual. So here we get the image, object, virtual, magnified and erect. Within. What is the nature of image when object is at the focus? When object is at the focus, this is the object, image will be at infinity. Image at infinity is blur. Learn two things. When object within focus, virtual, magnified, erect. Object at focus, image at infinity and it's blur. What is the nature of the image when object is between f and 2f? Now, two more. This is the lens. This is f. This is 2f. If object is here, we get magnified. Real, magnified and inverted. If object is at 2f, image will be at 2f. Image is at 2f. Okay. So this is 2f. Object is at 2f, image is at 2f. Object between f and 2f, image is inverted, magnified and real. What is the nature of image? Is object is at 2f. 2f means image is at 2f. Lens f 2f, on the other side f 2f. This is the object and this is the image. Size of the object equal to size of the image. What is the nature of image when object is beyond 2f? Lens, when object is beyond 2f, this is 2f and this is the object. Then we get real, inverted, diminished, smaller. So this is the object, image is smaller in size, real, inverted and then diminished. So you have 5 cases. Similar 5 cases can be observed in concave mirror. Okay. What is the nature of image when object is at 30 centimeter from a lens of focal length 20 centimeter? Lens, focal length f 20 centimeter. This is 2f at 40 centimeter. Object is at 30 centimeter means object is here. If such questions are asked, don't panic. Take some time, think and then try to give answer. Okay. Examiner will wait because since it's a good question, if they are expecting answer from good students means they ask such questions. If this is the object between f and 2f, we get magnified, real and inverted. Magnified, real and inverted. It is not possible to get image on the screen. Image on the screen, not possible. Image on the screen means they are talking about virtual. When object is at 10 centimeter from a convex lens of focal length 20 centimeter. convex lens. Yes, object is within 10 centimeter, right? Object is within 10 centimeter means it should be virtual. Since it is virtual, it is not possible to get virtual image, which is not possible to get the image on the screen. Image on the screen. Can a convex lens produce convex lens produce virtual diminished image? We can get virtual but not diminished. Answer is no. Virtual magnified. Okay. Can a convex lens produce erect and real image? No. If it is real, it's always inverted image. No. In a convex lens, what is the image? When is the image virtual and enlarged? When object is within the focus, between focus and the optic center. In a convex lens, when is the image real and enlarged? Real and enlarged means it is between f and 2f. Object between f and 2f. Real and enlarged. Of course, it will be inverted. In a convex lens, when is the image real and diminished? Real and diminished means when it is beyond 2f. Object is beyond 2f, we get diminished real and inverted. Mention the factors on which focal length of a lens depends. Make use of lens maker's formula. 1 by f n minus 1, 1 by r1 minus 1 by r2. Okay. So it depends on refractive index. Refractive index means with respect to its surroundings, and radius of curvature. Nothing but if thickness of the lens increases, radius of curvature decreases. Radius of curvature decreases means that affects focal length. Does focal length of a convex lens depend on its thickness? Yes. Thickness affects radius of curvature, in turn affects focal length. Yes, thickness increases the focal length because it reduces radii of curvature. Light from a distant source falls on the convex lens. Convex lens, distant source means parallel beam of light. So you know parallel beam of light means it should converge through the focus. Then this is focus and this is the focal length f. Image distance is the focal length. What is the position of the image? Image is at the focus. Does focal length depend on wavelength of light? Yes. Wavelength affects refractive index. Refractive index affects focal length. Yes. Does focal length depend on object distance? No, it doesn't depend on object distance. It depends on the lens, surrounding medium, radii of curvature. Can we use convex lens as a magnifying lens? Convex means this. Answer is yes. Only when object is within the focus. Lens, this is the focus. If object is within the focus, it can behave like a magnifying lens. Among violet and red, which color has greater focal length? Recall prism, incident ray, white. If it is white, then after dispersion, violet, red, isn't it? Which is most deviated? Violet. Deviation for violet is greater than deviation for red, because refractive index of the material for violet is greater than refractive index of the material for red. If refractive index of the material for violet is more, then focal length of the violet is less. Focal length of the lens for violet is less. Focal length, greater focal length. Which color has the greater focal length? Violet, refractive index is more, focal length is less. Violet. Red, focal length is more. Focal length of red greater than focal length of violet. Red. Remember like this. Lens, if there is incident white light, this is white light, then formation of image will be at different points depending on the wavelength. This is for violet and this is for red. We get series of images corresponding to different wavelengths. Violet will be closer to optic center, means focal length of violet is less than focal length of red. Focal length of the lens for red light. Mention thin lens formula. Thin lens formula is 1 by V minus 1 by U equal to 1 by F. They may ask you another question. Give mirror formula. That's 1 by V plus 1 by U equal to 1 by F. This is mirror formula. Okay. Mirror formula is plus and this is minus. This is thin lens formula, whereas this is lens maker's formula. Mention lens maker's formula. Lens maker's formula is n minus 1, 1 by R1 minus 1 by R2. Thin lens, lens makers. Among convex and concave lens, which one can produce both real and virtual? Both real and virtual, depending on the distance, means it is convex. This gives always virtual. Okay. Next, among convex and concave lens, which one can produce only virtual? Only virtual is concave lens. So these are the few questions, standard questions, which can be expected in VIVA. Refractive index of water using concave mirror. In a concave mirror, which face is silvered? Concave means convex surface is silvered. What is the relation between radius of curvature and focal length? It's F equal to R by 2. Standard derivation, right? What is the nature and position of image formed by concave mirror when object is within the focus? Object is within the focus, concave. This is the focus. This is the object. See, mirror should give image on the same side, but here we get magnified, virtual, magnified, and then erect. Virtual, magnified, erect. What's the position means? It's behind the mirror. Since it is virtual, it is behind the mirror. And this is same as image produced by a convex lens when object is within the focus. What's the job of lens? It should give image on the other side. Since it is virtual, we get on the same side. Object, and this is the image. Virtual, erect, magnified. Virtual, erect, magnified. What is the nature of image when object is at the center of curvature? Object is at center of curvature means this is focus, center of curvature. If this is the object, then this is the position of the image. Image will be at the same place. Height of the object equal to height of the image. This is real, inverted, and magnification is equal to 1. Magnitude of magnification equal to 1 means height of the object equal to height of the image. Take some time, think, understand, then try to give answer. Okay? Don't be in a hurry. Sudden ಆಗಿ ಹೇಳಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗಬಾರದು. ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಟೈಮ್ ತಗೊಳ್ಳಿ. What is the nature of image formed when the object is beyond center of curvature? Object is beyond center of curvature. this is F, this is C. Beyond center of curvature means object, we get image, smaller, real, diminished, and then inverted. Real, diminished, and inverted. In the case of lens, recall, in the case of lens, beyond 2f. If object is beyond 2f, real, inverted, diminished. If object is beyond C, real, inverted, diminished. What is the nature of image formed when object is at the focus? Object is at the focus means image will be at infinity and blur. Image is at infinity and blur because light rays will never converge. What is the image distance when object is at infinity? Object is at infinity means we get parallel beam of light. If it is parallel beam, then light should pass through the focus. So this is the focus. Focal length, image distance is the focal length. What is refractive index? Refractive index is the ratio of sine of the angle of incidence to sine of the angle of refraction. Or in terms of speeds, refractive index is the ratio of speed of light in vacuum to speed of light in the medium. In either ways you can give, or you can give both, or any one. In this experiment, what happens when convex mirror is used instead of concave mirror? Convex is used means we won't get real image. Convex mirror cannot hold water. First thing, right? If it is concave, we can put water. If it is convex, first thing, it cannot hold water. Silly thing. Second, it cannot give real image. It gives virtual image which is behind the mirror. It is behind the mirror means on the other side.